Testing, testing. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Let's do this. Hello again, and welcome to the Style Council. In today's episode, my friend Gabriella and I will have a myriad of discussions about style and dating. We shall also go on various tangents, so if that sounds very interesting, please grab some popcorn and enjoy the show. Hello everyone, welcome to the Style Council. Yeah, I'm probably going to play some background music behind this, but...
Yeah, I had it in my head too.
Yeah, but this is going to be nice. Anyways, welcome to the Style Council, where I, your host, Demi, and a random guest. This time we have...
Gabriella.
Yeah, we have our friend Gabriella here. Would you like to plug the socials, or you're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. You heard it here, folks. She's not interested. So, let us begin. So we have our guest, Miss Gabriella, and we have me, your host, and today we have the first episode of this lovely podcast. Gabriella, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very good. Excited. I can't wait to hear what you got.
Okay. So, to begin this episode, I think it would only be fitting, since this is the first episode, to talk about the history of this podcast, if there is one, if we want to call it that. But we'll talk about how this podcast has come into fruition. So, like I mentioned to you earlier, this was like an idea I had 2 years ago. And I'm like, I'm getting older. I have more time now. I should use my spare time to do something more interesting. So I'm thinking about it, but like, I'm in school, and I'm like, nah, I can't do this while trying to get a bachelor's degree. You feel me?
Yeah, of course. But now you have time, so get into it.
Exactly. So originally, I had a few. When I thought of the idea, I messaged a few lovely Instagram creators, and some of them were cool with the idea. Well, 2 of them. And I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. But then I encountered a hiccup. We all live in different parts of the world, so there was like a time zone difference. It was hard. Everyone had things to do, so getting a day to work was going to be tough.
Everybody was tough,
yeah. So I'm like, all right, man, I back to the drawing board. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm done now. I'll give it a try on my own, and then invite random friends. And things led to things, and we have Miss Gabriella here. She's the first one to respond to the call. So, shout out to her. So let's get the show running. We got the fancy stuff out the way. So, our topic today should be style and dating. I picked that because I'm like, every podcast you see now is, should a man pay on the first date? And I'm like, bruh, can we move past?
Please.
Yeah, can we move past this, please? Like, we've been talking about this for ages. So I was like, okay, you know what? For the first episode, I will talk about dating and how it affects style. Or rather, how style affects your dating, rather, the other way around.
Okay.
So, first question I have for you. So, tell us, on a scale of not important, very important, and deal breaker, how does a potential partner style affect your dating? Like, if they're very, very unstylish, would you be like, nah, this can work? Or if they're like super, super, super stylish, you're like, this dude is too stylish for me. Like, Where's that line for you?
See, I would say the too stylish is not a problem. Yeah, I would say that. The not stylish at all, again, style is it not stylish for me?
For you.
Okay.
Forget about whatever.
Okay,
the
not
style
stylish
is.
for me. It's not super important, no.
Really?
I can say from the feedback I've had from my friends, I clearly put the blind in Love is Blind. So yeah, I can say it doesn't matter. Like if I like you,
so you guys got a function, yeah, and then this lovely man decides that it's the appropriate time to wear hoodies and a sweatpants to something where you're supposed to be like suited up, and you're like homie, can you like put on some clothes, kind of thing.
Like, see, knowing them because I'm dating them, like I know what they dress. Like,
so you wouldn't invite them. You're like, nah, you stay there.
I would. I'll be like, but here is the dress code. Okay?
Oh, you spell it out for them.
Yeah. No, on a daily.
But
whatever you know.
Fair, but you know, it gets to the point where if you always have to keep doing it, you're like, bruh, come on, kind of thing. Yeah, you're like.
But again, how often do you go to places or like events that have a dress code? You know what I mean?
Valid. At this point of our lives, no, we don't really be going anywhere.
Exactly.
But probably you guys are in like your 30s, 40s. Mm-hmm. You gotta go to like functions. Like,
oh, we're going to an award dinner.
Something like that.
Sweetheart, you gotta drop the hoodie tonight.
Yeah, like, exactly.
We're not doing that tonight.
But if you keep having to tell them, you're like, bruh, come on. You're like, I shouldn't be telling you these things. You know? Like, okay, imagine like you guys have like an agreement in a relationship and he keeps on failing and you're like, bruh, I thought we've had this discussion so many times. You should already know what's up, kind of thing. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
That's tough. Because having to, spell it out every time.
So, exactly. Now, thinking about that, keep that in your head. Mm-hmm. Important, very important, extremely important, or it's a deal breaker if you're too stylish or not stylish at all,
Let's say important.
Important,
Let's
okay.
Important. Yeah.
But not too important. Okay, I got you. I
think that's reasonable.
Okay, so, now that we've reached the conclusion that, you care about your partner's style, what would you say, what style would you say you're most attracted to?
Ooh, now that is tough because I feel like most, not all, but most styles have their own thing that I like. You like everything. We all do. But like, if your life or death situation, you gotta pick one. This is the only thing you can wear for the rest of your life, something like that. That is tough.
Well,
I thought you said you were gonna put me on the spot.
Sorry, but the audience gotta know. Okay, you know what? I'll start. So okay. For me, I'm very attracted to the smart / formal aesthetic. I guess is the proper term. Like I like suits. I love suits.
Yeah.
I like seeing other people in suits. It's very interesting for me when I see a woman in a suit. No, I know the suit with a skirt,
like a suit,
and I'm like,
pants, yeah.
"Girl, you look good." I'm like, I like the suit, I like the tie, all those kind of stuff. And if you go check the Instagram, self-plug, I'll put it somewhere in the comments. But if you check the Instagram, you notice like a lot of my style pics are like with the most recent one. I had like a suit and some really fancy red hat. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that one?
Yes. I think so. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it was pretty good, wasn't it? Yeah. So I'm like, suits can slap, but then I know people who won't be caught dead wearing a suit unless they absolutely have to, and I don't blame them because that shit is stuffy.
Fair, very fair.
So yeah, what would you say you're definitely going to
Okay.
be attracted to?
I don't want to say the boho chic aesthetic. This is tough.
Oh, I was just trying to get the mic closer so we can hear you better.
Okay.
Or you can move closer. I think that's better.
Okay.
That should be close enough, I think.
Give me a sec.
Okay, it's all good. We can move on. We can move on. Okay. We'll come back to this one. Okay, I was gonna say, given those 3 categories I gave. Oh, sorry, I didn't give the categories. So okay, I think this might help you narrow it down.
Okay.
So, would you like someone who's like classy, like me, wearing the suits, like suit and tie, like he's always not always formal, but he knows how to put himself in the like formal state all the time, or like they say they like the sleeves rolled up, that kind of vibe, or streetwear where it's like sneakers, hoodies, cargo pants, streetwear like.
Yeah.
Streetwear slaps, like it's cool too.
Of course.
And then there's like the mixture of both, where it's like they wear like suits with they wear suits with sneakers.
I want to say the third option, like a mixture of both. That seems very interesting.
Very balanced.
Yeah.
No, not.
It doesn't need to be too formal or too, but at the same time doesn't need to be full on streetwear. Like a little touch from each category in the fit. I feel like that would work.
Yeah. Okay, I can agree. Classy streetwear for me. Classy is more my style, but I know initially I was more in like the streetwear stuff. I love streetwear. So like it has a place in my heart because like that was how I started into like fashion. So I'm like, I like streetwear, and then I occasionally try to mix both. But anyways, you'll be more drawn to the classy and streetwear vibe, the mixed vibe. So in that category, what would you say? Like everyone has styles they love. But there's some things what did I put down here? Wait. Okay. Everyone has like something in their like favorite style that they're like, this is cool, but I don't think we should be doing this anymore. Like this is boring now, kind of thing. Do you have one?
The loafers.
You don't like loafers?
It's not that I don't like them, just that we've seen so much of the same type of loafers, or like the same style. There's nothing new. Like I know it's supposed to be a classic, pair of shoes, but we need a little bit of pizzazz once in a while.
Speaking of which,
are you about to pull up a pair of shoes?
I am. Yes, sir. I'm gonna pull up. I have 2 now that I got 2 pairs of loafers.
The one you showed me from your aunt.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll show you that one live in the flesh.
Right, let's get into it. Ooh, okay.
Here we go.
Okay. He shut me up.
Yeah.
He shut me up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Clear the room. Clear the room.
Okay, here's a different type of vibe.
Okay. This is giving me Congolese men vibe. You're giving me Papa Wemba.
But yeah, I could make that shit look good, and I'm like,
this is very interesting. See, I haven't seen one of these in a very, very long time because nobody wears these here.
I wore it out. Well, I was gonna say I wore it out. Yes, on Saturday, Friday rather, and people were like, "Yo, your shoes are dope," and I'm like, "Yeah, they are."
This is.
Well, here's a tangent. I feel like style is very like seeing people style things is very like important because back when I was like I used to live back in Africa and I know exactly what you're talking about. I hated them. They looked so goddamn ugly to me. And I'm like, ugh, bro, what are you doing? Now I'm like, I see the vision. I'm like,
you see the vision. It could be executed better, but the idea is there. There's something in there.
So, well, I got that on sale and I was like, experiment. Like, it's fun. I wore it out on Saturday and it slapped.
Wow. Yeah, no, 10 out of 10.
Thank you. Yo, you heard it right. You heard it here first. You know, I got a very nice collection going on here.
Cute. This is cute.
Where's my phone? There we go. I was gonna say, so these you said loafers. Now, has that changed your mind? Do you like still think loafers are still one tone? I know exactly what you mean, but I feel like if you look hard enough, you can find very interesting designs. So.
Yeah, definitely. This is very interesting. I've never seen this one before.
Well, I'm glad to show you something new.
Nice.
Thank you. So for me, I would think like a pet peeve from like a style I like that I'm like, I think we should do away with is a suit. Like you wear a suit, like a full suit, and you don't wear socks. I'm like, bruh, put on some socks, please. That's me. Like I love suits, but when I see someone wear a suit and it's looking good, and then I get to their feet, and I don't see socks, I'm like, come on, bro.
Is there an exception for the type of shoes they're wearing?
Even if it's loafers, nah, I don't want to see that shit. But it's particularly worse when it's not a loafer, if you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah. Okay, what if they do have socks, but just not visible ones?
Even worse. Bro, you either go no socks or full. Or like full if you're socks. Wearing ankle socks, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Yeah, it's like, come on, bro.
You seem so upset by that.
It pisses me off. I'm like, nah. What do you do? Or here's a different talent. A suit that is extremely slim fit and tailored. No, it's cool. But then I get to your feet. You're wearing socks. Cool. But then I see like Nike Air Forces. I'm like, bruh. Come on. That is unacceptable.
So what type of socks?
Socks. The socks is fine. Like they have the proper socks, but instead of having like a dress shoe on, they have like sneakers, and I'm like, come on. Don't wear a full suit and then wear like Nike Air Force, especially when the suit is like super tailored. It looks kind of off, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like extra tight, you know.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah, and it's like
I can see it.
You're like.
Like you and I both know you're suffering in that for yourself.
Yeah, or if you're gonna do this, put on some shoes that match the skinny aesthetic of the slim fit suit. Like having like a bogus pair of Air Force Ones, which are cool when done properly, and then you have them like matched with like a slim fit suit. It's like the proportions are super off, so it's like it looks weird in my opinion. Now, disclaimer. If you like doing any of these things, it's all good. One love. I'm just saying I don't like them. Doesn't mean you have to. Yeah. You have to agree with like wherever you want. I just don't like them. Oh, what was I gonna? Where are we now? Let's see. Okay, here's an interesting one. Some women say that they cannot date a stylish man. Which everyone can do whatever they want with their dating preferences. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, that's cool. So, but my thing is I like knowing why. I'm like, okay, let's see.
I think if you like to put a little bit more effort into your looks and your style, it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know? Like, yeah.
Yeah, some people.
I'd love that. Like,
yes, yeah.
He eating me up right now, but he looks good, you know.
Yeah, but some people don't like that. And I was like, they say, oh, she can't be having a man looking better than her. I'm like, isn't that so weird, bro?
It ain't that deep, bro.
I know, right? I heard this and I was like, damn, like you don't like to see your partner winning.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a stylish man at your arm. Like I don't see
like when you stepping out, he's like,
yeah.
I know he ain't going to disappoint.
If you want to be at the same level, go ahead. Like dress up, you know.
It also goes the same way around. I've seen sisters who are like always get it up, and then the brothers are like, and it's like, bro, can you like can't you like match your girl? Here's another pet peeve of mine. You and your girl are going for dinner, and she's like dressed up has a nice dress, hair done, nails, and you're not matching the vibe. You're like wearing streetwear. I'm like, bro, can you like?
It's a little weird. Looks a little off.
Yeah, like, can you step up, please?
It up a little bit.
So it coordinates. But hey, it could be an aesthetic.
That situation? Yeah, I've seen it too. It's very common.
And it sucks, doesn't it?
Step it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Step it up.
So to the sisters and brothers out there, please, always try and match the other person's style. Yeah. But however, to put this more into dating terms, if a woman tells you she can't date a stylish man, do you think that's a red flag?
I wouldn't say it's a red flag. You like what you like.
Oh.
As long as you don't make other people miserable about it. Like, if you know...
That's fair. That's valid.
If you know you want a stylish man, find a stylish man. Don't find a not so stylish man and try to turn him into a stylish man if he doesn't want to.
Okay, what if you met them and they're stylish, and then it happens to like when you guys get together and he becomes more comfortable, and then he's less stylish or something, and you're like, I feel cheated now, kind of thing. Oh well, maybe.
Yeah.
Like if they lose the style.
To people that are really, I wouldn't say fixated, but like that's really important for them. If it ain't working, it ain't working. That's all I gotta say at this point. If it ain't working, it ain't working.
Yeah. It's cool. Like, yeah, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Well, I've run out of questions.
Oh wow.
I think I have. Yeah, I think I have. Maybe I have. How we doing? 24 minutes.
24. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, okay. Here's another one.
Let's go.
What when you're going out, like if you want to dress to impress, what's your go-to?
If I want to dress to impress,
what's your go-to? You're like, okay, I'm stepping out for whatever dating reason, and you're like, no, I want to knock the socks off the passerbys. And
okay.
You want to look stunning.
Again, depends on what we're doing for the day. Let's assume it's a regular, fancy dinner or whatever. Obviously it's gonna be a dress for me. I love dresses. Any occasion we're going to the store, I'll wear a dress. Give me an occasion to wear a dress. So a dress, heels, maybe depending on the season. It would be either heels, during the summer, or like a nice pair of boots, like not snow boots, but a nice pair of boots. During fall or winter.
During the summer, like nobody. I don't want to see anyone outside dressing up in the winter, and like a dress. Like it's gonna be hard in the winter because like you're going through snow. Yeah. So I'm like, let's think about it in the summer. So like, what would you forget about the snow for now?
Okay. I am very, very big on accessories. So
valid.
I could just pick what would look like a regular black dress and maybe add pearls or hair accessories or my choice of purse, for example. Earrings too, depending on how I'm doing my hair. If the hair is up, I have a particular set of earrings for when the hair is up, particular set of earrings for when the hair is down. Yes. My rule is hair up, earrings down, hair down, earrings up.
Plug right there, sisters. She's got some hidden gems right here.
So if I have my hair up, I'll tend to go for hoops or maybe dangly earrings. Yeah, and if my hair is down, smaller hoops, like very small hoops that are not, like a tiny little C, or just studs,
So hair is down, studs, hair up, hoops.
Yeah.
Everyone has I feel like when going out, everyone has when they're going out to impress, everyone has their
own little.
I also have mine. So okay, you shared yours, let me share mine. It's got to be fair. So for me, it depends. If we're doing something sporty, I have fortunately gotten to I've been hitting the gym for almost 2 years. And I've gotten comfortable to the point where I feel good in the tank top. So I'm if it's sporty, I'll wear the tank top, and without fail, it works every time. So I'm okay, that's one. And I'm if I'm trying to impress, I just get it I think I go one size down, and then it fits. If it's tighter, so I'm yeah, exactly. That's if we're doing something outside and I need it's an activity going. There's an activity involved. That's what I'll do. If it's late night dinner, like you mentioned, suit. I don't even need to think twice. Every time I try, it may not even need to be a suit, but a tie needs to be involved. I feel so comfortable with a shirt and tie. I'm once I got a shirt and tie, the rest of the outfit is history. I can figure out.
The rest doesn't matter.
Yeah, I've hacked it to the point where I can just wear the shirt, or rather my closet is built in such a way that I can wear just a white shirt, a tie. Speaking of which, there's the collection.
Oh wow.
Yeah, okay. I got a lot of ties. So she's this is the collection.
And different prints. I love that variety. Okay.
Tie, white shirt, anything from my closet work. Okay, jacket. Do you want to go with the full suit? Nah, not feeling it. Do we want to go with the flared trousers? Okay, that's looking kind of good. Okay, what jacket am I pairing it with? We have this. We have something else. I'm okay, these look good. Okay, shoes. I'm okay, let's try this. Let's try that. And then I find what I like and I dip. But if there's a white shirt and a black tie, I'm good. Problemo solved.
Well, damn.
Well, that's me. Everyone else is gonna have their
own little things, their dates.
Some plug for the brothers. If you want to up your style game, whatever your style is, get yourself some rings.
Okay.
Rings.
Yes.
Yeah, the rings take it up a notch. You can wear in a suit, and you just have the proper ring combination. It takes it to for me anyways. I'm this brother knows what he's doing.
Okay, that just made me think of a pet peeve. Mismatched jewelry.
What do you mean mismatched jewelry?
If you're going for gold, stick to gold. And if you're going to silver, stick to silver. Unless it's a chain or a bracelet that is just, it's both. It was designed that way. That is acceptable. But if you have gold earrings, a silver chain, gold rings on one hand, silver rings on one hand, I feel it's just, I don't know. I don't know.
I agree with that to an extent, but as of recent, I've started digging gold and maybe a hint of silver in the gold, or better yet, gold with a stone in it. I like gold with stones. The stones can be mismatched. Don't give a fuck. It's gold. There's a bunch of stuff. I'm that's good. Silver, that's my thing. I like my rings always have to be silver. So like I can get with that pet peeve where like the jewelry is mismatched. Even my earring is silver, and I'm like, silver is what the only place I experiment is like the necklace. I wear some that are like pretty colorful.
What do you mean colorful?
I have this one where it's like blue, black, yellows, like all the colors on the rainbow, and I was like,
see, that is a unique piece.
Agreed.
So it's supposed to, attract the eye. Like it's supposed to be big.
True. But it took me a while to like get used to it, because it was like really out there. But like, it's out of the blue, and that's the only place I think I've experimented. But if I need rings, it has to be silver. I'm trying to get like more into like silver with stones in them. Like right now, a lot of my rings are do I say it? I have one that's a bear. I have one that's like talon claws, and I'm like, these were cool when I first started, but I want something more. I want to update the collection to be more classy. Why like instead I have like rings with gems in them, and they just they look. So that's what I'm trying to do with the closet, the collection. However, getting like you develop an expensive taste. Yeah,
Tell me about it.
Like
Tell me about it.
I'm like, I saw a ring for 350 Canadian dollars, and I'm like, oh, nah. I'm like, I can't imagine dropping almost half of someone's rent.
Yeah.
On like a ring, and I'm like, that's a lot of money, bro. But I like it. It looks really good. It's my style, but I'm like, I'm not spending yet. Who knows? At some point in my life, I'm like, oh, what is $300? Who knows? But right now, I'm like, nah. Like $300. But it's crazy. I don't mind. Every person has that one item that they don't mind shelling out money for. Mine, shoes. Bruh, I had a problem. I still do, but I'm responsible now. But like, I love shoes, because for me, they determine the vibe of your like your style. Like going back to what I mentioned way earlier in the podcast, where they have like a suit and they're wearing Air Forces.
Yeah.
If your shoes are off, whatever you were doing up here, no one gives a fuck. This don't look good. But if you have the right shoes, it complements the outfit. So like for me, they make or break the outfit.
Yeah.
So I don't mind shelling out on them. I'm like, okay.
You're big on shoes.
How about you? What would you say you're more big on?
Accessories.
Jewelry,
and certain bags. Certain bags. I've been working on starting my purse collection.
I started mine. Start yours. Yeah, collections are great. Like I love them.
But jewelry, yes. If I see a nice pair of earrings or an interesting ring, yes, I don't mind. I wouldn't, like you said, I wouldn't spend $350 on a ring. I would not do that. Yet.
Don't forget that, sister. Yet.
I would not spend $350 on a ring yet. But if it's a very interesting piece, I could push.
Out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, just give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'll deal with this later. I'll deal with this later.
It's a once in a while thing. Let's go.
The shoe thing for me, it was a very slippery slope. So I started with like regular, like I would try sneakers. I would try some, as long as it was cheap. I was trying anything, and then thankfully you get to a point where you like know what you like. So I dropped money on one of these shoes, and I'm like, I've never styled this before, but I know I'm good. It works well with your style. So when you get to that point, you get a lot more comfortable shelling out for stuff because you know I'm not gonna regret this purchase. So, you know, YOLO kind of thing. So it's very slippery and very easy to fall down that trap. But you start once. I remember I saved up for like a whole year to get one that was like $300. And shout out to Canada. The shoe came in, and these guys decided to, you know, do the usual and bill the like you get billed imports on.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
I
it is crazy.
Yikes.
Yeah, so you get the imports, and you're like, damn. Anyways, you deal with that, and I was like, okay, I got the shoe, and then I pulled it out of the box, and instantly I was like, damn, this is beautiful. Like, it
was worth the trouble.
Yeah, it was worth the trouble. You're like, damn, this is nice. This was the very first one. I think I still have it here. I still have it. This was the very first pair I shelled out on. Sadly, people, you can't see it. Hopefully, one day there'll be a video part of this. But
the vibe this is giving me, in the best way possible, Rumpelstiltskin.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, and you should. No, for real. Because, yes, I love those.
I loved it when I pulled it out of the, like, I was like, this is beautiful. So I styled it, played with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying this. Like, this is what I like.
That is a nice pair. That was worth the trouble.
Thank you. And you just keep like, okay, this looks unique. Like my shoes, I feel like they have to be like unique in some sort of way. Okay, here's another one. Again, sorry people, I don't have video part of this yet, but soon. Tell your friends to listen.
I am loving the boots. I am loving the...
This was another pair that I got, and it elevated my like taste up. Like, so my boots now, unless they're like shaped like this, I don't really like them.
Okay.
So I've fallen out of love with those, in the sense that like I can still put them on, but I feel more comfortable, and like I feel like these make the outfit better in my opinion. Like the shape, I mean. So I'm like, maybe it's time to pass it on.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Thank you. So,
like, I don't know what's the best way to describe this, but it makes so much sense in my head. Because you know how, I don't know if you watched, but Shrek 4 and like Once Upon a Time, anywhere where Rumpelstiltskin is mentioned.
The shoes come up first?
The shoes are very interesting.
Yeah,
even in the live action, in the live action too, they were kind of like that. Maybe not as high on the foot, but the shape was very similar. And it's like...
It looks good.
Yeah. But, whoever was dressing him knew what they were doing.
Yeah, sometimes it works. You can get like ideas from like art. Like you mentioned the Rumpelstiltskin. Another, well, it's gonna sound weird, but another character I've like gotten fashion inspiration from was like SpongeBob. Like that, maybe because I like shirt and ties, like I mentioned earlier. But like that shirt and tie with like maybe not the shorts, something else, more like something longer. I feel like that would work with the black shoes. I tried it on and I'm like, okay, this looks good. So I'm like,
this works.
I put this on too, so like I literally had like SpongeBob, yellow on the top,
brown on the bottom,
and I was like, this looks good. Like I don't know, like you guys when you get home, try it if you have like a yellow top.
I've seen people do this on like TikTok and Instagram, and I think it's very interesting. Like they take a character and they make a very elaborate, a very structured outfit, inspired from that character, and it's like, I would wear that,
Yeah, shout out to the internet, bringing beautiful content to our faces, fingertips too. So shout out to Instagram, because you can get inspiration from literally anywhere. Pinterest, Instagram and Pinterest are my favorite. I'll put you on, but I legit have like a outfit catalog on Pinterest that's like almost more than 600. I've been like saving, like I'm like, I like this. Wow. It was like I was spending like an hour doing that before bed. I'm like, This is good. Save.
This is nice. Yeah.
Save.
Let's put
I'm
this
like,
here,
I
this
can
here.
recreate that. Save. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You just keep saving, and then you get to a point you're
That's
like.
a nice way to end the night. Damn.
And then whenever I need to wear something, I'm like, oof, there, well, whatever. Pinterest. You open Pinterest, you're like, oh, what am I feeling today? That could work for the vibe. You look in your like closet, and you're like,
and you make it work.
You pick, and then you're like, I look good. Spray some perfume. Don't forget, and you dip. You're cool.
Oh my.
Well, that's how I've been doing it.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I started. But now that I'm a little more comfortable in my style, I would think of the outfit first, and then make it. Or sometimes I'm like, I see an outfit like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and someone's like, "Oh, let's go somewhere," and I immediately go back to that outfit, and I'm like, I saw this 2 weeks ago.
Let's get back to it.
Yeah, this will work here. So like, it's cool. It works. It's been working for me. So you guys give that a try. I'm saying that like people don't already do that. I'm pretty sure there are people out there who do that.
Who do that? Yeah.
So, it's not that special. Sorry, guys. To me, anyways.
41 minutes. God damn.
Yeah, we've been talking for a minute now, and we went on a tangent. We started off talking about style and dating, and then we ended up talking about, what was the last thing we talked about?
Yeah, and shoes and jewelry.
Discussions are nice. You can easily podcasting has. I see why people make podcasts now. I see why they make podcasts. Cause bro, you just get in your house, you sit, get a homie, have a discussion. You can say whatever the fuck you want. That's why there's so many podcasts where there's like someone is like telling us something so random, and you're like, bro. Or how I mentioned earlier, it's like, oh, men have to pay on the first date. I'm like, bro, can we move on from this?
Yeah,
I was like,
we have enough podcasts.
Yeah, we have enough of those. So at first I was like, do I make this podcast? So like, who's gonna want to listen to this in the sea of all we've got? But I hope I am providing something refreshing, because I don't think no, that would be a lie, but I'm pretty sure there are a couple of the podcasts who do something similar. But yeah, we are filming straight out of PI, Canada. I don't think there are any style podcasts in PI, Canada, so you could be the first. We could be the first. We could be starting something new on PI. However, there are a couple of podcasts out there that I know. One of my homies has a podcast, and he makes a podcast. Shout out to Richie. He likes to be called Richie, but his name's a lot longer. Up to him. Well, yeah, he's our friend. Well, he's my friend rather, and he has a podcast called The Afro Man. I can't remember the rest of it, but I think it's Tame, if I remember. But I liked it. I remember I used to listen to it when I worked a night shift job, because I just put it on 1 hour. Going, you're like, oh shit, I would listen to this for an hour, and it's like for me it's great. For me it's great because I use that to like teleport myself, because I'm like, okay, it's 7 now. I put on the podcast. By the time I'm done, it's like 9, 10. I'm like, 2 hours has gone by. Okay, we have 7 more. That was also a fun time in my life, because I enjoyed working, because you're like, you don't have to deal with customers. The customers suck. Oh, customers are terrible. And shout out to all the brothers and sisters doing retail.
Service. No way, because you really get to interact with certain people, and you're like, oh wow. Have you? Y'all actually exist.
Yeah, That is exactly.
Like, we
it.
always hear about, weird customers. You see videos, you see everything about it, but like when you actually come in contact with one, you're like, so this wasn't a myth.
Karens sound crazy to me looking at it from the phone, and then I've met a couple, and I'm like,
damn,
bruh, like, don't you, like, why would you leave your house? Sorry guys, we're on a random tangent, but Why would you leave your house? Go to the like store and make everyone else's day bad. Like, don't you feel uncomfortable?
It's I think they don't even see the problem. Like to them, they're it's my right. Like
That's fair. That's totally fair. That is totally fair.
it's
Because honestly, they do have rights. They like the customer's always right. You want to make a business run. I get that. Like you gotta always make the customer happy.
Some of them run that line.
Yeah,
so
they
much.
run.
My God.
They run that to the ground. They're like, oh, the customer's always right. For nothing.
For nothing.
Facts.
Bruh.
And you're like, sister, calm down.
It's
not that.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Yeah, it's not that
Get
deep, bro. Well, sometimes you gotta be a Karen. Like, sometimes you gotta be like, go in and ask questions.
Yeah.
Shout out to my one friend. If she's listening, she will know herself. But like, she's like super organized. I like that about her. She's like it. If she's in charge of organizing something, I'm like, oh, it's got
fine.
it, bro.
We're good.
Yeah, I'm like, I know it's gonna be like, she'll give you like a detailed plan. She's like, oh, this is what we're doing. You come pick us up here, and she like lays it out, and I'm like, shout out to you, girl. Like, if she says, okay, let's do something, I'm like, I'm always down because I know it's super organized.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone has
Being a Karen. It's like you can be upset about a service without making it uncomfortable for everybody around.
I think that's where the line is. Yeah, if you're like polite, you're like, oh, I had
hey,
this problem.
this and this happened. Can you guys fix it? Is there something we can do? You
the
don't
tone
need
matters.
to scream. You don't need to be disrespectful to anybody.
Facts.
You don't need to. Let's not do that. You don't need to cause a scene. Relax.
Especially when the scene now involves property damage, I'm like, bruh, calm down. Or even worse, like physical harm. I'm like, bro, it's just burgers, bro. You don't have to throw hands. Like, come on, bro. Like, chill.
What is in it that is making you fight?
Yeah,
for
like how's life doing, bro? Like, why are you fighting? It's just burgers, bro.
Over a burger, that's crazy.
Like, calm down. Like, we're civilized, bro.
Did you realize the amount of hangriness you must have accumulated in your body for you to throw hands over a burger?
Yeah, it's like, bro, like, okay, I understand being dissatisfied, but like, why does someone have to get aggressive? Or did you see the Waffle House meme it was going around the internet where some dude at Waffle House threw a chair and the staff caught it and everyone was like ready to fight, and it's like, I was like, bro, what could have happened?
Over
you
biscuits?
got waffles and breakfast stuff, and you're like, damn, like, why are you throwing the chair, bro?
That must be good.
It might.
Is it? I don't know. I don't know how to justify that or how to explain that. That's crazy. A chair? Jeez.
You didn't see that one?
No.
Damn.
I don't see a lot of them, honestly.
But you're on TikTok, bro.
Yeah.
You would have seen it. You definitely seen it. Shout out to TikTok. TikTok sucks, but it's also very, very, like, it's good.
It has good sides.
Let's bring it back to like style. Going to bed, you can find Pinterest stuff, but in video form. Another way to enjoy that. I used to do that a while ago, but now I was like, bruh, I don't like this TikTok hack no more. And then once I fall out of love with a site, don't care whatever I say, then everything's gone. I'm like,
whatever.
Twitter, I was like I used to wake up in the morning and look at Twitter a lot, and then that's how you start your morning, which is bad, fellas. Don't do that. It sucks. But anyways, you wake up in the morning and then you see someone tweet some stuff and you're like, damn, what a way to start my morning. You're already angry for no reason. You're like, oh
yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I don't like this. Delete everything, gone. I don't have a Twitter account anymore. TikTok was the same. I was like, spending so much, you can easily lose 2 hours.
Yeah.
You're like, I start at 7. I look at the time. It's like 8:50. I'm like,
you gotta be careful.
I'm like, bro, I've been here for 2 hours.
How?
So I'm like, okay, you know what? Twitter, TikTok, gone.
Too, yeah.
And then my favorite social media platform right now is Reddit.
Oh wow.
Reddit is amazing for me, anyways, because Reddit Reddit is no longer like it's not Instagram where everyone's trying to look their best.
Good, yeah.
Like it's just people are I won't say normal, but like the style is a lot more down to earth. They're like, oh yeah, you look good, bro. Like
Yeah.
this everyone, bro. If you want to do like Instagram, if you want to have like if you go to Instagram, there's like a style like you want an aesthetic. Like if you want to go down a specific aesthetic, it's like expensive. Like you start going deep into this, you're like, oh, this is a Balenciaga jacket. You're paying $2,000 for a jacket, but these are people wearing simple, regular, everyday stuff, and you're like, you look good, bro. Like, there's no like, there's no fancy pose. There's no great
nice.
angle. It's
It's
just
nice.
random picture in the room mirror, and it's like, wow, you look good. Like, yeah. So for me, it's like a step down, and I really like that. And like everyone's just having fun. So I like Reddit a lot for that.
Yeah.
But Instagram, if I want to see some fancy stuff, I still got to go to Instagram. Instagram, they got that. They got that on lock. Yeah.
Nice.
And then you also have a couple of influences that you were like. Every time you post, you're like, yeah, I like seeing you post from them because like you're interested. So like I understand why there's so many fashion influencers right now because like bro, super saturated market.
There's one that comes to mind. I love her content. I think she changed her handle, but last time I checked, it was See Me Moonlight. She's Nigerian. Anything she posts, I'm like, you did it
Girl.
again. You did it again.
You never disappoint.
You're like, I love her content.
There's always an influencer. So shout out.
I don't spend a lot of time on Instagram, but when I do open Instagram and I see her, I feel like,
you're like, thank you for making my day better.
Literally, her outfits are always tip top.
Yeah, that is the goal for me. Like I've never really been like, oh, I have to get most followers. Like for me, I derive satisfaction knowing my friends saw like something I made and they're happy to like, this is good, bro. So for me, I'm always, that's my thought process behind like any of my creative outlets. I'm like, I don't really care too much about like how many followers I have because I'm like,
you just want it.
The moment I start thinking of that, it no longer becomes fun for me because I'm like, oh, I gotta make stuff to please other people. Yeah, because you're stressing over it now. I'm like, I wear the fuck I want on my or if you don't like it, okay, bro, take a hike. Yeah. So for me, I don't ever think I'll be. Well, it's not a goal, but life works in mysterious ways. I don't think I would want to be. I don't think I want to be like a fashion influencer because at that point, I can't really enjoy it anymore. I always gotta like.
You have things to do. You have to keep on.
I have to keep on
giving.
My giving needs to keep going up and up and up until like it starts becoming unrealistic. Where I have like a closet full of like $6,000 jackets, and I'm like, bro, $6,000 is a lot of money for someone else. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like I like just going into a random thrift store, find something I like, take a picture of it, and I look at it and I'm like, this is good. My friends look at it, they're like, this is good. Everyone's happy. I'm like, I'm cool.
That's it.
I'm cool. Like I don't really need. I have dabbled in like trying to build a community / fan base, but nah. I'm like, nah. This is definitely not for me, and that's fine. If you're listening out there, like. Not everyone can be an influencer. Yeah. So if it doesn't work for you, you can learn a trade. Trades are amazing. I personally would like to learn woodwork trade. I think it's called carpentry. Like I love woodwork because I'm like, bro, we have wood all around us. There's trees everywhere.
It's very versatile.
Yeah, if you can like make stuff out of wood,
you're good.
This is wood. This is wood. The door is wood. The frame is wood. There's wood everywhere, and I'm like, wood is cool. So I'm like, okay, I would like to learn how to make that. I would love to learn how to make like items out of wood or like repurpose wood. Sidetrack again, guys. Sorry, but wood is cool in my opinion. I like wood. Dang, we've been going for an hour. That's crazy.
I'm gonna need food now.
Okay, so everyone, thank you very much. Thank you for. Fuck, I'm losing my. You spoke of food, and I'm like, nah, that's on my mind now. Okay. Thank you everyone for listening. This has been the Style Council. Yeah. Hopefully the next one is as interesting, or maybe better. You know, upwards the goal. So this will get better. Hopefully at some point there'll be a video section, and we'll see how this goes. Until next time, people. Bye. Bye.